Hey everyone, it's Jeannie here, and today I'm so honored to be joined by this amazing powerhouse of a woman, actress and co-producer of the film Mother Teresa and Me. Jacqueline Fritschi-Cornaz is with me now. She also stars as Mother Teresa in this amazing film. Jacqueline, how did this come about?
Well, it's 14 years ago actually that I visited India for the first time. And as an actress, I was very interested in getting to know the Bollywood film industry. So I was on my way through, the jungle of, traffic in Mumbai to visit those studios. And for the first time in my life, actually, I really met street children very directly. And that was a very touching, very shocking experience for me because I could just experience this lack of perspectives, this lack of respect and justice. And I just immediately knew that I have to do something, but I didn't know what. So I entered the next film studio, and there was this painting on Mother Teresa. And spontaneously, I asked this producer, have you ever thought of making a film about this amazing woman? And I was instantly very much interested in the woman behind the saint because I realized what it means to get up every morning over decades to just face this misery and just stay with the vision and stay with the vocation. And this producer was very fascinated about the idea, but he couldn't find money. So to make the story short, Richard, my husband, and myself, we established the Zaria Foundation. Zaria means in Urdu, the source. So the film and the foundation shall be the source of inspiration for a worldwide audience to live with more respect, tolerance, and compassion, because I believe that our world desperately needs more compassion today. And over 10 years, we were able to raise the money for the production budget over donations and foundation money. And so the whole revenues out of this movie will go and support the poorest children in education and healthcare.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, wow, I didn't know that at all. Um, I was blown away by the film within itself because like you said, there's so many things about Mother Teresa that we don't think about. We just think about the overall, wow, what an amazing woman. But the day to day, that struggle. I'm a pastor's wife in America, the luxury of America. And, and we, the what I, sometimes I get weary. I'm like, Lord, this person's going through this person's going through that. There's so much happening. Help me stay encouraged so I can continue to encourage them, right? I'm not in the slums of India with children dying, with elderly people being left to die, right? The way we see in the film. Talk about you wanting to bring forth that message in the film of enduring hard things, but because they're the right thing to do.
Exactly. I think that's one of the main messages, and I think that Kamal Mussal, this Swiss Indian filmmaker, who wrote such a compelling script, also with the parallel story of today's Kavita, the young woman. We really want to motivate also younger people, younger generations to create their own visions and to stay with it, even in times of troubles and doubts, because we don't have to do big things. Mother Teresa said when she won the Nobel Prize and a journalist asked her, what can we do for peace in this world? She said, just go home and love your family. If we would do that, around the world, I think we wouldn't have so many crises and wars. So we are all able to do something, and I think that's what made me so strong also over creating this movie, and facing a lot of challenges during the pandemic. Also, we were shooting during the pandemic in Calcutta, in Mumbai, in London. um, to just be in that character, because she faced so many challenges every day. And finally, even if it was hard, it helped me to really be the character, and to find this authenticity.
That's beautiful. For our audience who don't know your own journey, I know you're also a woman of faith. And we see in the film that Mother Teresa, although she, felt the call from God to go there and she was doing the work, there was a moment where and I had never known that. So this was something that the film showed me, that I learned about her life, where she gave up and she kind of quit her faith. She had that moment, and we all do sometimes, where we wrestle with God. I'd love if you can kind of talk to your own journey of why you're a woman of faith, and the reality of kind of what you portrayed in Mother Teresa.
Well, you talk about these letters which were published in 2007 by her own confessor. And during the research, that was very touching to me, because I also didn't know about her doubts and that he lost her faith. But these letters really helped me to go down to all these dark moments and points as an actress also, and to try to um, feel what she went through, especially in this loneliness, because she couldn't talk to the sisters. She always had to be the role model, right?
Yeah, I know.
She only had these moments with the confessors who couldn't really help her. So I think that was very, very inspiring for Kamal Musa, the scriptwriter and director, producer, and myself. And we said that's really what we want to focus on in the stories, in the film, because that's inspiring for audiences. That can really motivate them to stay with their own dreams and to keep on going. And I think, through this film and through all the challenges, I learned also much more to believe in that we are able to do so much more than we believe.
Mm,
We have so much more strength, and um, it's worth to believe in our dreams. Um, Independent of any religion, we have so much opportunities and possibilities to change something for the good in this world.
mm. Yes, definitely. The film also carries a strong pro-life message. I know Mother Teresa really believed in the sanctity of life in the womb, and she was very outspoken about that. And we see through the modern day depiction of the young woman who gets pregnant. Um, that battle that women sometimes face with these really hard decisions. What do you think? Uh, Putting that in the film, I know the writer, did that. You portray Mother Teresa. How? What do you think that'll do for audiences who kind of see her stance on abortion and life, and just kind of what takes place in the film?
Well, I first have to say that this is not a pro-life film. The open end is really open. We don't know whether Kavita is having abortion or not. And that was a very clear decision, because we would like to inspire people to really think about their own values and to find their own decisions, and to stay with respect and tolerance against others who might, decide in another way. So this is the real message, in relation to this topic. And we just think that it can help young people, men and women, to see that struggle of Kavita and to decide for themselves.
Mm, yeah, that's definitely what happens, and that was good that we didn't get her decision. We just kind of see the struggle, the wrestling. It's a it's reality.
Yeah.
Um, how did Mother Teresa's faith impact you and your faith?
As I said, it's more that, through Mother Teresa's persistence, through her uh, continuing vocation, through her strength, her inner strength, even if she had so many inner conflicts and struggles, and she was really desperate, she stayed with that vocation. And I think that was the inspiring point, that I just believe that, it's worth to go through struggles, and we can learn so much out of them.
Mm,
Um, yeah, also in times of troubles and doubts, even if you lose your faith, because we are all human beings, and we are all in the same position, in the same situations. And it can help us to see someone fighting for his dream, and to just think, yeah, well, what is my dream, and where can I just find the strength to more focus on it? Because I think today, in today's world, we are so distracted by so many things.
yeah.
So it can help us to see that someone just focuses so clearly on his vocation and his dream, or her dream, and
Yeah.
that can help.
Speaking of her, I know we have about a minute left, and I'll just say this and then we'll close. But I loved that the film also showed that God spoke to women as well, which I know in that time the priests didn't even think that that was a thing. And I love that the writer chose to put that in because it's such a big reason why Mother Teresa went to do everything she did. She felt called by God. She heard from God, and I loved that they just emphasized that women also, we feel called out. We hear from the Lord as well.
Yes, I think that's a very, very wonderful end, because Mother Teresa finally had 5,000 sisters around the world, without, business courses, without internet, without the back office, just because she could inspire so many women. And I'm sure that, God loves us all, because we do so much in our societies, and without women and our power, our courage, our love, this world would be much, yeah, more desperate, I think. So let's keep on going all together.